How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the best trading channel on YouTube. My name is Gev. It's Thursday, July 30th, so let's talk capital. Alright, guys. We are now about 24 hours away from the monthly close that's going to happen tomorrow at 3 p.m. For general markets, and then for at 5 p.m. for cryptocurrency markets. But it's going to be a very interesting monthly close for almost all the markets, okay? And we're going to go ahead and go through all that right now. But before we do that, I want to talk about the unemployment claims that came out and the GDP numbers that came out. So our unemployment, we were expecting 1.4 million unemployment claims. We got 1.434 million. So we got about 60,000 less than expected, which is basically average. I mean, it's not good or bad. I guess it's a little bit better than expected, obviously, but again, not by much. The real surprise here is the advanced GDP number. So they were expecting a minus 34.5% growth in the economy, in the GDP for this quarter, and we got minus 32.9. So it's about a point and a half better. But I mean, when we're talking about a negative 30 something percent growth, that, I mean, even if you're 1% better than expected, that's not good in any way, right? And basically, the market is reacting off of those two nuggets of news today. As you guys can see, crashing down in basically in the early part of the session to 31.98, and then at the end recovering fully to close a hammer candle. Now, TradingView does this every once in a while, where they don't calculate the candle correctly, and I'll show you guys the correct candle that closed, but this is close enough. You know, every once in a while they miscalculate the candles for some reason. The data that they pull doesn't come out correctly, but they do usually fix it in the next 24 to 48 hours. So we'll see most likely a change in this candle, but I'll show you guys the candle that we're talking, that candle that actually closed today. And this blue candle right here is the actual closing candle of today. So basically we hammered off of our levels of support and resistance, and that chart that I just showed you guys is the trading platform that I use. That's real live data. This charting platform that I use on TradingView for SP500, you have to pay an extra like $15 a month to get real live data, and I don't do that. And so I'm like 10 minutes delayed here, which is the reason why sometimes you get these candles, but they'll fix it. I'm not worried. So what you have to understand is the real candle that closed is a bullish hammer candle, closing basically at the top of the range here, and basically rejecting everything in this range and holding the support levels both horizontal and diagonally, and readying us for a push higher to that 33.40 level we've been talking about for the past couple weeks. Now, is it going to happen tomorrow? Probably not. Will it happen over the next couple weeks? Absolutely. And to see that, we have to go to the monthly. As you guys can see, the monthly closes in about 21 hours and 53 minutes, and there's nothing bearish about this candle, right? And the more important thing you guys need to understand is this: if this candle manages to close above 32.40, that is a very, very bullish candle, because it's closing above the tops of these three bodies right here, right? Which gave us our top here. The coronavirus top was right here, and then we crashed down, right? So to get a body close on a monthly above these bodies, very major. Okay, another thing I want you guys to see is big volume came into the market today once we dipped down, proving basically that this is a level of support that's pretty solid, and basically a level of support we can push off higher to. So I'm waiting for this gap to close here, and I honestly think we'll most likely just shoot right through it and come up to the middle of the channel here. It's been a long time since we've tested the middle of this channel, right? So I'm expecting a shoot up probably to previous all-time highs, 3,400, let's just say, right? I'm expecting us to go right there. Apple and Facebook are doing very good. Both of them getting ready for a major move higher here. As a monthly chart, I mean, I'd like to see a fuller candle than this, maybe close at $240. That would be really nice. It's not that far off. We're about $6 off. That would be really nice for Facebook. And then Apple just taking the cake here. The monthly candle big time bullish candle here. If we go daily, again, trying to break out here. Basically, for Apple, any move on a monthly or weekly down to $330 needs to be bought. I mean, just plain and simple. Apple is incredibly bullish here. And one more thing I want to share with you guys is it's not giving me the what is it called, the earnings report for some reason. But right here, you guys can't see it because my face is blocking it, but it says Amazon posts biggest profits ever at height of pandemic in US. So Amazon totally smashed their profit target and beat it by like their profits per share by like 500% or something. So Amazon is basically ready for another leg higher here, which is again to be expected. Look at the daily volume. Oh, there we go. That's how we can get it. Hasn't updated yet, so it'll update tomorrow or the next day for earnings. But look at the volume coming into the market here. Crazy volume coming in. This is basically signaling a local bottom and ready for a move higher on Amazon, Apple, and Facebook. Looking super bullish here, guys. Super bullish. Moving on to gold. Gold daily looks like we've put in a local top. Completely understandable. We've had a magnificent run here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bullish days in a row, taking us basically from 1795 all the way up to 1983, which is absolutely remarkable. Gold's been on a tear. It's going to continue to be on a tear. Now the key here is, where do we get another entry, right? Is it going to be at the 1919 level, at the previous all-time high, or are we going to go lower? Realistically, I expect it to hold 1900, being that it was basically the previous top area. However, if we do get any dip below 1900, I'm going to be buying, plain and simply put. Okay, this gold is just gone here, guys. Gold is going to put in some crazy numbers over the next 3-4 years. People are going to be shocked. Again, I've made some what people think are crazy calls, calling for $4,000 and $7,000 on gold. $7,000 being my bullish case, 4,000 being my bearish case, and people think that's crazy, but we're going to see that come into play, and you guys are going to see how quickly gold can hit these numbers. Okay, and finally going over to Bitcoin daily candle looking very nice here. Basically any push down into 10.8s or even 10.6, 10.7, 10.5 area is being bought up with violence here. People are very excited to get back into Bitcoin. It looks like the crypto mania is back, which is exactly how it should be. So this next run up could just as well take us to 20K, whereas most people think it's going to take us to 14K. I think we could miss heavily and go for 20K here. And people are underestimating the power of this next move that's coming into Bitcoin. And I think we're going to easily blow the top off of 14 and go to 20 here. 14,000 isn't really a level of resistance. It was only a level of resistance previously because of the monthly chart. So let's go ahead and talk about monthly on Bitcoin too. So the reason why 14K was a level of resistance before was because we came to this body here of the previous bull run. This was where the body of the monthly candles close was 13,900 for the run up to 20K, right? So we did hit 20K, but all of that was a wick, and we closed the bodies at 13.9. That's why this was a thing, and more importantly, a rejection point. More importantly, why it was a rejection point was because we came up to a downtrend, right? We set a local lower high, and there was a major level of resistance. Now we've broken that downtrend. We've closed above the $10,500 level 3 days in a row now. That's a major supply point that we managed to close above, basically flipping it to support. And if we can get in the next 25 hours, if we can get this monthly candle to close at 11.1 or even 11,000, guys, that means we've closed monthly candle above 10,500 and we're above the downtrend. This is why 14,000 no longer is a major level to me. I mean, is it going to be a level? Yeah, absolutely. I expect us to come up here and hit it and then quickly retrace and come right back up to 20,000, almost like that, right? We could retrace all the way down to the support line here, but I truly expect for us to just come up to 14,000, do a quick 1 or 2 day reversal, and just fly right out of there to 20,000. I don't see this acting as a major level of support. 14,000. It was only that because of the downtrend combined with the horizontal. Now that it's only horizontal and we've broken above both major downtrend and major supply line at 10,500, it's only inevitable for us to go to 20. It's about how fast we get there now, right? And if we go back down on the daily here, you guys can see all full rejection coming in at 10,500. You know, if we go lower than 10,500, I expect us to go lower quickly and recover super quickly. You know, I have a feeling we might get a touch here like 9,006s. I just have a weird feeling. I can't explain it. I mean, if you've been watching charts for this long, you'll understand how you can get these feelings sometimes, right? I have a feeling that we can flash crash there, but I mean, the higher we move here is becoming more and more unlikely. However, if we do for some reason get to 9,600, we're going to get a violent rejection candle and come right back up. So if you're planning on buying in that area, you better be ready and sitting by a computer and waiting, because it's not going to give you time. It's going to go there and hang out for like 5 minutes and get out of there. Almost exactly like the situation that happened here. Okay, now this entire area is major support for Bitcoin. Okay, so anything that comes down into this area is going to get bought up like candy, and it's just gonna blow the roof off of that area and go back up here. Okay, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys in the next video.